majority whip Urumunyamfo anodom pro so dia to dwa say NDC for aso odin efiso Urumunyamfo George Chikwesin wo mo ka kire nse wontimi nyamra hye bedwani wo Ghana ha enti swearing in kurampo no enka mo ma meye bi na ya so odin enna kwa wie baabi edna kwa wie
wedding semdo do no ne atrase na no peye de so mo akase bopuni so yem fasira kese Emma Elson na dama no de ko Facebook live na monsubo atibi anya bi ahye ye ne ayatena se ye me na keye boani abrewana na pesamaka mene
kwame menu otia na nkenro
afei kasebo no ninjemu ni yen konfinfi mantemu eni asenof abatompesia so enra enna ebabeto dwase openikese okutam samra hyebedwani eho yira honorable Joe Chikwesin ni dibra no onfanto na yen konkoto abato foforo se de be niam bekoye sense krata ekutano no ba ko ye Canada ba ko ye Ghana mamra mu nso sade netia etisansem wei atimi akoso ema enra de wokọ Ghana ma hyebedwafie Cape Coast High Court and afei asenof abatompeso aso a na yese deja na mpenimfo wodo mu gigina mu ekwatwitwa deje eye asenof emra hyebedwani yira Alesegba fiamo yira Dominica yenemo ene lawyer fo kukudam ewendi samanyoko ni mu wo mu nyina do mani mu nyam ekoho na after ruling eno berigeze yira Alesegba fiadi to jase omode omunsuro by election Edin kan wo share really no ekwan ya judge ne fa so edin nsem ne betu dwanwa nyame animini na omobonyo so.
We're here from 8 o'clock in the morning right through to 9 o'clock. None of the registry offices that were responsible for filing of these papers was open. The cash office itself was also closed. So we were not able to file processes till after 9 o'clock. But the judge had already gone into court and started giving his judgment. The people of Aseda has chosen this gentleman. But there is no doubt in anybody's mind that at the time when, there are 3 dates which are very important in this case. The first date is what we say, the filing. The second date is when we actually went to the polls to vote. And the third date is when he actually goes into parliament to be sworn. If you are nominated as a minister of state, till you go to the presidency, go through vetting, and the president then gives you and says, okay, now come and be sworn in. Are you a minister? 2 of those dates, he was clearly, there was no ambiguity about it. The ambiguity is based on a particular case in a different section of the law. It says you must be a citizen of Ghana. If you are not a citizen of Ghana, you cannot hold certain positions. You cannot hold this position, president, you cannot be chief of defense staff, etc., etc. And in 94.2, it says you cannot be an MP if you owe allegiance. There's a big difference between allegiance and citizenship, and sometimes they are mutually exclusive. This was never addressed in this case. This is part of the reason we wanted to go to the Supreme Court, and we went and were given certain instructions, and part of the applications we were going to do today was for this matter to be halted, for the Supreme Court to make an adjudication similar to what they did in Zaneto on 94.1 to be done with 94.2, so that we know exactly what the outcome would be. But
abusia fo no ne ati ye perikese yira Alesegba fia na boache ansa na bi Harry na boache no eno no zudi bi so no chese eya asodin NDC wo ma asodin.
The court has said again that the Electoral Commission must also, as a matter of this very law and the laws of Ghana, the election of Honorable Kwesi as declared null and void, should proceed to conduct fresh elections. Again, the court also declared that the first respondent at the time of the parliamentary elections in the Aseda constituency was not qualified to contest as a candidate. Indeed, we are happy because the judgment delivered over an hour was very elaborate, was hinged, pivoted on authorities, on the laws of Ghana, and at some material moment in the delivery of the judgment, His Lordship even made references to relevant laws, international laws, such as even the Canadian Citizenship Act. We are of the view that this is victory for rule of law, and again we'll be waiting for the Electoral Commission's announcement on when the said by-elections will be conducted. Let me also state that we in the MPP, we believe in the rule of law. We have heard from our friends in the NDC that we are using some technicalities to make sure that the sovereign will of the people of Aseda will be thwarted.
Eti ye Harry na boache na bi ni nsubado ade tuja enra ebra ruling no free Cape Coast High Court eba betodja na oti
Nenra ebra justice akwasi aboaji Cape Coast High Court otena say odi ruling ni betu dwa amanfo obi e kebie na minority leader Haruna Idrusu wo friends entrofo nhyiamu no odi tudwa say ewom say justice ndi aba betu dwa ne enso one NDC for the say ruling na Cape Coast High Court presided over by justice akwasi aboaji wodi aba betu dwa wo mu gitumu ne wo mu gitumu china enye yie.
On some developments from the Cape Coast High Court, which seeks to suggest a possible by-election in the Aseda constituency and the potential of our colleague, the Honorable Kwesi Gachi, being denied his legitimate role as an elected representative of the Aseda constituency, which election he won outright as a citizen born and bred in that community, but for some time had to sojourn in Canada. He subsequently, as I understand, renounced his citizenship, expressed so far back 2019, got his certificate at least before the elections. Before the elections. His renunciation certificate was before the elections. We in the minority remain unshaken. We are confident that it is our seat. It will remain our seat. Our first is to use the same legal processes and legal forum and opportunities available within the Constitution. We will contest the ruling. The judge erred both in law and in fact. It's a travesty of justice. But what is worrying? We don't want to believe.
When for Haruna Idrusu minority leader na echirechim no wase womo NDC for de womo saba be ya appeal nas womo gitum say papa ne ya gini tumi afiri nsem se mrahye bedwane pa dia womo NDC for de enye na enye china na no si ya pe na minority whip onumonyamfo anodompre won so di tudwa echirechirem say NDC for ene sa onumonyamfo ya gini tumi afiri nsem e ya soodi na ye womo afiri say ebre omo ba be ye swearing in ediama speaker of parliament no womo ka chen say sa papa ensem bi won ho into okokoto aba ni bi kura enye ye NDC for say hene ne ha ye be me na to aba bi into o maso den e na akofa sa oyo nei abre wo mo
amamu aye bui de bia the new patriotic party government any majority caucus de bia asema ye kan say ayamrani nhihye ne edibu man enya betri anasa said ye wadwen ye wo semrani kasa ade ne mfa bankuma esi nyina ti ase ye nyina hyemrase the busiafo memfa mu nko akire kura no wobɛka ya na ano aye nyina ye kitafo na mu aye swai ye kan de pefe magana for dodo na ti ase se ye nua asin of member of parliament elect then ye ntai no ba ye hwe Ghana mra na nyoma bi chiae enti onye MP any true sense say ato abama no ye MP based on law ye kan ye nua no ma wo don kuma zo mo nti ase mubekaya empo akomni nchemu na ye tumira ni akiresi ye tuso na mubekaya dramatic presentation ayewra ye banu dani chairman sabonsu ene minia afenyo marking omo years our representation ene ye kan say ade ne kokota ebetimi abase ye wura ne ho bekire no ose ebo omo de omo ho son nti ye kokot ene ade akoko epia e court na court so no se de munimuru ya ka asem no for some time na nyeze ye call ya na mo ka asem no it's taking a while court ade aba betu dwa se asem na ye majority for ye kan sabi previous anyansa wum na eni emra no so embo ebra nti court ade aba betu dwa se owura na kwan ye fa so tu abama no enye kwan papa na yankoti a yenu no mo odon kuma so mu miri amotikop kim dentia amontiasie as a court can some ya were various strata of court it is a high court aka some now dwin so wontiasie so ultimately the appeals court ultimately the court supreme court adenti no bon nya botre mfa sa kwan no sumum na mutuma mpamirika be press conference atutu to ayampia de kirega aban ya dwin say eyeni amode ye di kan de tosu mienu so eyeni da ho so yentutu to be mom sa suban bonia emwa yen ye kabi mami kabi your mind baby ebedu say mrashebejafo ye ginafa executive arm of government ginafa any judiciary su ginafa enyina so we complement one another
Onmonyan for Frank, another minority ship, a majority ship, and a din semi tuga, which rich remuno. Never sansem cruye, my bread ruling in Babatugan, and a son of MPP for empenning 4 years and true for Shemunum de Betuga say. One more kaya tearful in Agri 2008. Unmunyan for at the Musa Kendi, Boko Central Rasebegani. Sassam ye between me de Nukojina Korto. Near to two nano a ye be a na ye genie to me free in some Rasebegani. Yes, I didn't call 12 fiasim fear me no. Emenya Fefi Croba and the phone of Fonsa and would you ye. Intimpenning for say buy a debotechino, ye de bob by ye. Enti Cape Coast High Court, one more Sako ya pure MPP for was in for say. And what's a mrana ye di ball when Munyan for at the Musa Kendi, maybe a chum, yes, I did be bought when Munyan for George, the Chiquasin, no cocoa them, a woman's gini 2 year free in some dear Nancy and Yan one no. And what's him prim ye, Cape Coast High Court no, one more Satanasi, no de papa, echo to a fiasse.
Young got COVID-19 Honsen na COVID ya dear unity, our my Ghana, nano ne babeto just say, third wave, ebi and swaba, na says we no COVID-19. Delta variant na wobekaya Ghana man penny na do dan go guvado eba bontebe chechim pempenso as say yakwa kodru Dr. Patrick Kumabwaje awo yo penny kwanchefo wodapom den asoena no enra eno no so chechim asat 25th July na yade aye friend say COVID-19 no empempenso na edru.
Adherence to protocols still remains very poor across all the regions, and the probability of a much severe third wave is high if we do not increase our adherence to the protocols. So as at 25th of July, we have recorded in total 2,269 cases. We've done about 1.4 million tests. Total recovery is about 97,213, which is the difference between the total cases and active cases. The active case is about 4,983, and the reported deaths so far, as calculated on the 25th, is 823 deaths. I think you can see the curves. I would say that the two, and 4 curves, the mini ones, the 2 large ones, and you can see that the current situation, the numbers continue to increase, so you can see that the spike is going up and up and up. But the next slide also shows us what is happening in the 2 main regions where it's driving the epidemic, which is Greater Accra up there. You can see the rise. This is up to about, say, about a week ago. And down is Kumasi. So you can see that spike is pushing the national data up. And so the active cases continue to now go up.
Na chese COVID-19 yadie wani anyabie na emu enso ayede no said the yura Dr. Patrick Kumabwaje what they atuja was say kwa na ekosoro.
University Teachers Association of Ghana eya ba esu apo ahodo ni nyine mu akyerɛkyerɛ fo wɔn se afimpi mienu ne du mienu mu wɔn ne aban no kɔtena se de wɔn ahiade bi to wɔn anim se akatua de ma wɔn no esua Uba Ghana High University Teachers no akatua de ma wɔn yɛ $997 yɛde ba Ghana sika mu a be 55 million bi sa ne yɛde ma wɔn mo no wɔn de kɔto wɔn anim se wɔn pɛ $2,084 wokeka bɔ mu a be 120 million ɛno no wɔn pɛ wɔn akatua ntumu no atwe be mfie nkrunie emma ye sisi akura mpo de wɔn working condition ni nyina enkoye nti wɔn ma aban no free nne ekosi juada ye osana abosom de etoso mienu se so wɔn anyen sakyira ye wɔn akatua nsɛm mu wɔn condition of service wɔn tie atua na tuate no de wɔn kura ne se markings wɔn ye nyina ɛyɛ nsɔhwɛ a emofra na tworo ni nyina no efiri juada ekro so wɔn ansakra wɔn akatua nsɛm mu ama wɔn a wɔn di ni nyina egu for Professor Charles Mafo wɔn national president de ma UTAG wɔn de nsɛm nyina to dwa.
At the beginning of 2020, the entry gross salary, that is the basic salary plus the market premium of a lecturer in the public universities was 997.54. That is how miserable the situation was.
In dollars, 997.84. In city terms, it is 5,687.66 pesos. This is far less than the $1,500 that was improved even with the advent of the single source salary structure in 2012 to $2,084.42. Clearly, you can see the drop of $1,086. That is 6,193 Ghana cedis. And this drop is more than the next present day take-home salary. I believe you agree with UTAG that this is unacceptable. Further delay in the negotiations beyond the end of July 2021 will compel UTAG to advise itself. We also like to state here that until our demands are considered and met in total, UTAG would have no other option. UTAG will have no other option than to embark on industrial action by withdrawing teaching, which includes the conduct of examinations and the making of examination scripts, marking of examination scripts, and other related matters. Starting from Monday, 2nd August 2021 until further notice.
Juade 2nd August UTAG for say womu do womu nkrata womu pen womu ntade womu bibie gu ho enso yakrempo emofra na twero no womu mark saban no anyensisaye e wo market asem no condition of services pardia ene tintontan womu tietia
yan konkran na yeboro mu onkran ne mpatemu na no na Ghana mampani na adodan ko akufo ado pokuasi interchange mampani kopa ontoma na efrase a manfo ahase faso na mane ba beto dwa se pokuasi interchange no traffic ache ewo manfo ni mra ne nhihye ahodo so ama hono aba pesu sei enu na ka ho ma yero herikote enkramantem so afo ane yero amakwata wo penikeso hwe ya kwantempo so wo munyina agba anadu ani kyeremu enura ekoho na yero amakwata de atodwa se eno nwanwa se mra ne nhihye ahodo da kwan ne so no amanfo ni so.
But you don't expect him or you don't expect me to come and do this enforcement in your jurisdiction. Why is it that you allow people to do whatever they want? People take over all these places. You don't police these places. You don't monitor. The power is in your hands. And assemblies, you think you don't have power? Why? In our country, people are not working. Nobody is working. And you want others to come and do your work for you?
Pokwasi interchange ya we ne nanu adayi ya wo bi anu
abujafo no nti we ayi eni amuti yi openikese yera makwata ene odi nsebu nyina atudwa wa ne openikese yera herikote ena wo mkoye Pokwasi wo na interchange ayi ne fefefe a eja bazobodi ani ade ni panyina kabie na yesu bedu ase amanfo pese bobo structures o kiosk blue kiosk ni ade na gezi yo to body banche ye Ghana
ready maintenance culture enu na kuya new maintenance culture pa ready we Pokwasi interchange ne fepa ne to momone intosi ko bijene
uko yin free one so come there
na ye within 3 days ni abobo containers eni yi wase na
uko yin free ope because on ni manya duane ni betwetiawo masa Harry got the ompre
wompre
we be yi wa free
so wa
hwe o kan sam no kra do atwi nani o kan at editorial o fiu kra masa hwe
etiefo ye to akase nso na betima ko Facebook na picture say ko nyina wakwa akohwe bi efe papa akohwe Pokwasi interchange se ne ye twa ne fefe na binum ton ade o ha Ewurade Ghana Netiefo beka ya onumonyafo kwaku anyi do no ye MPNDC ni pa former deputy general secretary no ye niamo ahusem bi me yetwe ne sensen na mpanyimfo ohwe nanim se enko obenya nuhu no de chew pabre amanyuko no na nkomasa age na tombio na so mpanyimfo ahwe nanim ahwe papa ya bonu egu na sum enti be nura eno omtwe okata akoma ne se NDC amanyuko no mayi na firim se pen kra won ho a won famra nkrata bia won ho bia won famra na sem beto dwen na enura Aseda 92.3 ebrabre wana na kwabena ebo a wotena ase a wodi morning show papa ebrega na fore no ne Joshua Akamba we national organizer edidi nkomo enu obi san se adenti na mpanyimfo agina wo mo atumi so apam onmunyamfo kwaku anyi de ho afira amanyuko ni mu.
Mini Koku at the Juma chance and a party we need power. Mini no in the wilderness, Obama fee. They be a Obadami carpet, so my bon come on my plants. Kusi prat munina, Omobami fee, Alaji Ramadan munina. Na me see na yesha kukuma ya plants. Until minimum munina, Sata now, for example, for your national organizer, what we should do, me fee, me a question them money for plants near P. It's a minimum munina, almost to buy any Juma mutimi. It's a minimum Koku. I know the sacrifices Koku made for the party also. It's a minimum. It's no. The discipline committee then decided on Metro Koku. And I'm Mutrono. No. Wama. Oh. And a party no. A course a suspended no. And a discipline committee no such letter bium. Say, young you shall know famano. Office staffs the letter no choir. You wouldn't refer Anfaman. And so you tell comment say on the be suspended. Apart from that, and I'm okay, let's use the courier services. DHL. And Edema DHL for and Omuka. We. Omuko Wanje.
92.3.
Almost half friend. I can say, yeah, such small mobile some from DHL, you receive now. And the other coy, Omo friend, or say for security reasons, only. And a DHL for the letters are back. And I could them for you, I mean, okay. Some of the Omonico Guayjuma. Into a email address. And I'm on email invite to say there's a complaint against you to be you or ignore email. Oh, and I'm okay. Says Sadia, me want a number. Into WhatsApp message. I command. And I also almost send no WhatsApp message. At the case say we read it.
Aha, it will no nyafo kwaku anyi do hodie. Yes, text message, ye the manual on responded, SMS on responded, WhatsApp on responded. You say ye money email krempa on respond. Ye friend krempa on peke Twitter ni bibia. Empanyimfo pa efa kwandua san nyina say wo ni kwaku anyi do ho bekasa na nke bi mpo bekasa mpapa bi a kire disciplinary committee na so mo ye. Wan fita owura Joshua Kamba national organizer enra abrewana na de ne twetwe nkomo de sansem nyina to dwa. Ye emphasize the PSC Emma Training and Mining Engineering Company Limited. Almost say